Thanks for being here on this cold and yet typical Montana morning, right? So yeah, it's a great day. I just came from a warmer climate, so I'm still getting acclimated. So a nice welcome back to Montana. For those of you that I do not know, my name is John Hill. I'm the president and CEO for Bozeman Health, and it's great to be with you this morning. Thanks for taking time out of your Monday morning to join us in this great celebration and the grand opening of our new Cottonwood clinic and soon to be surgery center here in a few weeks. We're just so excited about this development and adding this clinical site to the Bozeman Health family. As you probably know, Bozeman Health has been around for well over 100 years, and we have just done a tremendous amount of work to meet the community needs when it comes to healthcare, now to behavioral health, and to many of the services that we know are so important to overall community health. And this clinic and the grand opening of our advanced primary care clinic is another demonstration of that commitment that we have strived to perform and provide for over 100 years. A little over 3 years ago, there was a vision that came about in the boardroom that said, if we're going to build additional clinics and add to the Bozeman Health family, let's do something innovative. And I wanted to thank Dr. Peter Bierhaus, who is with us, a Montana State University professor, professor in economics and nursing, who really challenged us and said, listen, if we do something, let's do it innovatively. Let's do it in a way that perhaps we have not seen primary care provided here in this community. And for that vision, Peter, thank you very much. But perhaps even more specifically, would like to thank all of the team members, our physicians, our advanced practice clinicians, all of the members of the care team of this new clinic, for your tireless efforts, for your innovation, for your thought to come into this clinic. And even though it feels like this is what we do now as we continue to expand with our growing community, each one of you did this in light of this novel pandemic. And so in addition to all the work that we have done to care for our community, all the testing, the telemedicine that has been performed over the last 12 months, we've also been thinking and being thoughtful about how we would open this clinic. And so many of the lessons that we have learned over the last 12 months and many of the thoughts and innovative ideas that we have crafted over the last 3 years really are now demonstrated in this new clinic, and we couldn't be more proud. I'd like to thank a few folks this morning as well. Clearly this came about through a huge team of effort. First of all, thank you to our board of directors, Katie Doffenbaugh. Dr. Katie Doffenbaugh is here with us this morning as our board chair, for their generosity and for their support in helping approve this investment and bringing new services to our community. We'd like to thank the generosity of the Bozeman Health Foundation, the leadership, the volunteers, our great donor community, who continues to provide resources for us to continue to bring these types of services to our community. And we'd also like to thank CTA architects and engineers, Langless Construction. They have been amazing. Obviously building this through a pandemic, that has been no small feat, and so we really want to recognize their great efforts. We also are very grateful for United Surgical Partners International, USPI, who is a partner not only in the building but as well as in our surgery center, our trusted physician partners who have also invested in this great facility. We wanted to recognize them. And we look forward to this new ambulatory surgery center opening up in late May. And so it's another addition to this Cottonwood Clinic and Surgery Center. We'd also like to thank those that really make this building happen. First, Mike Noley, who is our owner representative for Bozeman Health. John Summer, who is our on-site project manager. Carol Perdames, who you will hear from in a moment, who has been everything to this project. Dr. Michael Vlasis, Kevin Colmer, and many of the other Bozeman Health leaders for their guidance and leadership. We have Dr. Day, we have Dr. Sofianik here. Many have put in tremendous hours and thought and really been planful in terms of bringing this a new advanced primary care clinic to fruition. But specifically, before I turn it over to Deputy Mayor Cunningham, I wanted to just recognize many of you who are the care team members. You will be the special magic that will make this facility such a great addition to our community and to really care for those patients that will be seen in this clinic for years to come. You have been tremendous. I had the opportunity a few weeks back to come through and experience this firsthand in terms of what would it feel like to be a patient, a healthcare consumer, and the experience was phenomenal. And so I can't wait for those of you that have not had an opportunity to experience the Advanced Primary Care Clinic here in Cottonwood to do so. It's been a tremendous effort, and I just can't say thank you enough. So with that, I would now like to turn the time over and welcome Deputy Mayor Terry Cunningham to say a few words to us. Terry?
Thank you, John, and a little bit of a transition from John. Bozeman is, after all, however, the Kauai of Montana. So I just want to, not too much of a transition there. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And this is emblematic of the fact that we in Bozeman have a tiger by the tail. We are the fastest growing micropolitan community in America year after year. And that places stresses and challenges upon all of the institutions, right? Whether it's MSU or whether or not it's the school district or the business community or the city or healthcare providers, it places a lot of stressors and responsibilities. And we're so grateful for Bozeman Health for doing their part to live up to their mission and to move these things forward. So. My understanding is that the reason that this has come about, this building, this facility, this plan, is because Bozeman Health wants to stay in the forefront of expertise, of capacity, and of location. Expertise with more patients presenting with more complicated situations. Bozeman Health is reaching and stretching and making sure that the expertise exists in the community so that we can address the primary needs of Bozeman patients and not have them go to different markets, that it can happen right here in Bozeman, and the expertise that will be on display in this building will increase that. Capacity, we want to make sure that as a community that when people have needs, pressing needs, or just need to get a checkup or a routine or a procedure, that there's not a 6-month waiting list, that we're able to do this, and this facility helps with that as well. And location, gone are the days when everyone could go to the mothership on the far east side of town, and Bozeman Health recognizes that consumer choice, consumer convenience, and a discerning healthcare consumer requires care close to home in a convenient location at a convenient time. So thank you to Bozeman Health for recognizing the healthcare needs of the community and for expanding in those 3 areas in terms of expertise and capacity and location to meet those needs. Delighted that you're able to do that and to bring about a healthier community with access to superior care. So just wanted to express gratitude on behalf of the city. I would like to next introduce a person whose job is far more complicated than the job I left as the head of the board of Bozeman trustees when I left 7-8 years ago, and thought, my goodness, how does anyone do this job? And now it's a much more complicated job, and my hat is truly off to Katie Doffenbach and all the members of the boards of trustees who volunteer their time and efforts to help this really, really important endeavor. So, Katie.
Thanks a lot, Terry. I really do appreciate that, and I do acknowledge it has gotten more complicated over the years. We did serve on the board together for a time. I don't want to be on my toes. So as Terry mentioned, I'm Katie Doffenbach. I have the pleasure of serving as the chair of the Bozeman Health System Board. I echo John's comments on thanking our dedicated team members that have brought our Cottonwood Care Center to life. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so excited to be here today. I'd also like to recognize the additional elected and appointed officials that are joining us here today. On behalf of U.S. Senator Steve Daines, we have State Director Liz Delwo and South Central Montana Field Representative John Durnall. We also have Bozeman City Commissioner Christopher Coburn. I saw him in the back, so thanks, Christopher, for joining us as well. And the board and the executive team and all those who work so hard for Bozeman Health have recognized that as our community continues to grow, we need to make sure that we meet the needs of this community, and it's incredibly important to work for us. We take this very seriously. This new clinic ensures that our communities in West Bozeman, in Elk Grove, and in Gallatin Gateway have quick access to primary care and GI services that can help people stay on top of their health, and we can all enjoy the quality of life that we so enjoy here in Bozeman. Next, I'd like to introduce Carol Perdames. She is Bozeman Health System Director of Primary Care Operations, and she's going to share more specific details about our new clinic. So, Carol.
Thank you so much, Katie. Hi everyone, I'm Carol Perdames. I'm the System Director for Primary Care Operations. I have the honor of serving Bozeman Health in this role along with my system partners, Michael Velasquez, Kevin Comer, and it's just an exciting day to be here. As John said, what a fine Montana spring day we have. So, just a few things. Our Cottonwood Clinic and Surgery Center represents a collaborative approach to care from our physicians, advanced care practitioners, nurses, patients, and our community members. While 20 months of building have brought this structure to reality, this was a very intentional concept to design an advanced model of primary care, which started over 3.5 years ago. Listening to our patients at patient family advisory councils, utilizing our community health needs assessment, gathering ad hoc comments, we listened to our community and we responded. Patients told us they wanted an exquisite quality care close to home, an easier way to access care when and how they thought it was important to them, and a clear understanding of their healthcare costs. With expanded hours of care, pricing transparency, and online appointing, family medicine, internal medicine, and pediatrics will be co-located in the same space and provide a more collaborative, patient-centered primary care experience. Innovation and patient experience is at the heart of what we're proud to bring to the West Bozeman community. We will continue to expand our integrated behavioral health model of care, and those providers will work closely with our primary care providers to help our patients who are experiencing anxiety, depression, mental health, and substance use disorders. With the addition of the Bozeman Health gastroenterology providers and the same-day surgery center, we're able to meet many of the healthcare needs closer to our patients' home. The passion and experience these specialists will bring will only augment the reality of our patient-centered medical home right here in West Bozeman. We look forward to 2022 when advanced medical imaging will open a second location here at Cottonwood Clinic, bringing whole breast ultrasound technology and innovation to meet the breast care needs of the women in our community. Dr. Tim Stringens will also join the Cottonwood Clinic family to help community members manage chronic pain through his extensive pain management expertise. He will also work collaboratively with our primary care providers to offer this service and his innovative ideas and solutions to these very real problems. It is truly a team effort to bring a center like this to fruition. I want to recognize a few people in this room, including our operational leaders, Travis Hartman, Samantha Borman, our nursing leaders, Angela Jennings, Rebecca Grommans, Beth Stropman, and Chrissy Graham, plus the multiple people that are behind the scenes helping us get to where we are today. Without your tireless efforts over the last few months, we would not be sharing this beautiful facility with you all. I'd now like to welcome Pediatrician Dr. Kristen Day, who will talk more about the collaborative care approach here with our primary care clinic. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. As Carol mentioned, I'm Kristen Day, a pediatrician with Bozeman Health here at Cottonwood Clinic. And I'm very happy to be here with everyone today to celebrate our continuing mission to support and improve the health of our patients by making primary care more accessible to our growing community. We know how important having a primary care provider is in helping people achieve optimal health and wellness. Primary care providers like those on our family medicine, pediatric, and internal medicine teams are a person's partner in health and wellness. We build strong, long-term relationships with our patients. We care for the whole person, both their mental and physical health, and work in collaboration with specialists when needed. As Carol mentioned, at Bozeman Health, we ask for and take seriously feedback from our patients. We listen when they tell us how we can best care for them and meet their needs. As healthcare providers in a diverse and growing community, we recognize that every individual we serve walks through our doors with a unique set of expectations. Sometimes a person needs a primary care provider to help manage complex medical issues over the long term, while in other instances, they may only want quick and convenient access to address an immediate concern. Today's grand opening and our anticipated fall opening of the primary care clinic at the new athletic complex at Montana State University mark Bozeman Health's continuing commitment to meet our customers where they are and to serve them how they need us. By co-locating family medicine, internal medicine, and pediatric providers within one clinic space, we are more easily able to coordinate care for our patients and their loved ones. As part of our efforts to care for every aspect of an individual's health, we also use an integrated behavioral health model. As part of that model, we have licensed clinical social workers at Cottonwood Clinic, and we work hand in hand with them to ensure our patients have timely access to mental health, counseling, and community services. This collaborative approach to overall health and wellness benefits both our patients and our community, and is just one example of our vision for care here at Cottonwood Clinic. I'm excited to be part of the care team here and look forward to meeting our patients' needs at this new location. Turn it back over to John.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Day, and for all of those that have participated this morning. I was thinking about additional individuals that we should thank. And first, I would like to express our gratitude to those professionals at the Belgrade Clinic. Many of the concepts that are alive and well today in this clinic actually were prototyped. They were tested in the Belgrade Clinic. And we also had many other individuals in our primary care offices on the Deaconess Hospital campus that also brought these concepts into their practices well over 2 years ago. And so we wanted to thank them for their efforts to really prototype this model and bring this to life here in West Bozeman. Also, this type of event doesn't come off by itself. These tents don't show up. The heat doesn't come on. So we wanted to also thank Lauren Brendel, Beverly McMillan, Cheryl Helm, Tyler Duke, all of those that were instrumental in bringing this effort today, and for your leadership here. And again, for all of those that will work inside of this beautiful building. It's one thing to bring these beautiful buildings to serve our community, to bring care closer to home, as what was described earlier, but it's also the individuals that were handpicked to work in this facility. Each has a dedicated skill set or a talent that we saw fit to really bring this new model of care to life, and we wanted to say thank you for your service. So with that, I think it's also time let me say one more thank you. Thanks to our media professionals that have joined us here today. Thanks for being here and being all buttoned up. Thanks for that coverage. Always great to have you. And what we'd like to do now is break for tours. If you're so inclined and you have the time this morning, we would invite you to take a tour of the Advanced Primary Care Clinic here at the Cottonwood location. I think we're going to do a specific tour for our media professionals, and those of you that know Lauren, if you would just follow Lauren, she'll take you through. And then we'll also have Travis and Sam, our leaders here for both of our primary care and GI clinics. The rest of us will follow them as they take us on a tour of this beautiful facility. So again, thank you very much this morning for your attendance, for your participation, and for your ongoing support of Bozeman Health. We'll now convene to our tours. Thank you very much.